everybody, this is Rose of Sharon, and I'm back with another book review. This is written by the illustrious Mitch Albom, and of course, this is the sequel to The Five People You Meet in Heaven. It's called The Next Person You Meet in Heaven, and it's woefully short, just like The Five People You Meet in Heaven, and I finished it in a day. I sat down, I started just rifling through the pages, unable to stop. And although it's written very simplistically, the story is what grasps you right away, especially about the main character, Annie, the main character that we meet, and just her life and what occurs with that. And there's an interesting theory here, and I wonder if it's true. I haven't really encountered this too terribly much in NDE books or books concerning that, but when Annie meets the certain people that she doesn't have, and I won't say who they are, but she learns that memories are actually intertwined, and it kind of reminds me of that concept the Aboriginals have of dream time, being that when they go into their trance state or dream or to the land of the dreaming, they are all interconnected. They share a dream as a vision, and I thought, oh, that's really neat. I actually wouldn't mind doing dream sharing, or like in the Dark Crystal when Kira and I forget the name of the male gelfling, but when they dream fast, that would be a pretty nice little talent to possess. Of course, it might be a little bit of an invasion of privacy, but this is a wonderful book. If you're like me and you love Mitch Albom's work, I would definitely recommend it. It's terrific. It's just short. I wish it was longer. And you really feel for Annie, and she didn't deserve all the pain that she went through in her childhood. But you see that in the end, a lot of that actually makes her stronger, although it wasn't anything that was fair to her, just because of what she underwent. I won't say what happened. It reminds me of somebody in my life who kind of had a similar story, worse than what Annie went through. My God, it's terrible, but she actually comes through even stronger than before. And you see her resiliency, and I think that's what Mitch was getting at. And of course, the stories that people tell about the afterlife, and you wonder what exactly is going to happen. And it's anybody's guess. It's conjecture. It's literally up in the air. Pardon the pun, I had to do it. But it's one thing that, even if you are atheist, I would think that it would be something that you held on to. Even though when a person is atheist, they believe that they return to the ground. But I honestly don't think there's anything wrong with that belief. I don't agree with it, but it's something that brings them comfort. And I think that your coping mechanisms define you. They are individualistic. And there in season 2, I'm going to go off on a tangent for a little while, but I'm actually going to be watching season 3 of Mr. Robot, and there's a scene where he goes into a sitcom. Elliot goes into a sitcom world, but he's being wheeled into the hospital, and he sees his whole family. They're going on a road trip to an Alderson family reunion. And I thought, oh yeah, that makes sense. Even though his family's terribly dysfunctional, like Annie's, so I guess that's why I made the connection. But I feel like Dr. Sammer, what he says is very profound. He says everybody is interlinked. Everybody's memories are interlinked. And when I'm spoiling the book, I'm sorry, but he actually says that you get to see people, the people that you meet, the 5 people that you encounter are those who had an influence in your life, who helped you along the way to fulfill your purpose, even though you might not have known it, or you might have been that person in somebody else's life that prevented something from happening. She saved somebody's life. Dr. Sammer saved her life when she fell off the pier. So it's really quite amazing, and just you think it goes deeper than what we know. It's just, it all deals with what we don't understand and the ether. And I would love to know more, but there's only so much that we can tap into, and it's just the tip of the iceberg. But when we get there, we'll know. So I like to keep some mysteries a mystery. Nonetheless, it's a fantastic book, and I highly recommend it if you read The 5 People You Meet in Heaven. It's just as good, and it's a sensational sequel. Till next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.